Hello and welcome. I am a hotel AI expert, and I am so pleased to welcome all of you, the students of Europe Hotel School, to your online learning journey. In this module, we're going to dive deep into the skills that will help you not just succeed, but actually lead in this incredible industry. So let's get started.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to cover 5 main topics. First, we'll talk about modern hospitality and where AI fits in. Then we'll take a step back and look at the limits of the old systems. After that, we'll get into what intelligent AI really is, check out its strategic advantages, and wrap up by looking at how humans and AI are going to work together as a team. Okay, let's dive right in. The first thing we need to get straight is this. AI isn't science fiction anymore. It's not something that's coming to our industry, it's already here, right now, and it's completely reshaping things from the ground up. It's working behind the scenes in modern hotels, changing everything from how we handle reservations to the way we create those unforgettable guest experiences. To really appreciate just how much of a game changer AI is, we kind of have to look at what came before it. For a long, long time, hotels use these, rule-based systems. Just think of a basic calculator. It only does exactly what you program it to do, step by step. And yeah, they were reliable, but in the world we live in now, a world that's constantly changing, they just couldn't hang. And this slide really nails the difference. On the left, you've got the old way, static, reactive. It's like a system that could only say, oh, a booking just came in. It just reacts. But on the right, you have AI. It's dynamic. It's proactive. It learns from mountains of data. See, it's not just a tool anymore, it's more like a strategic partner. So what was the big problem with these older systems? Well, they were just rigid. They couldn't learn from the past, so if the market suddenly shifted, they were totally lost. And forget about personalizing offers for guests, that just wasn't happening. Plus, all that manual data checking, it was a recipe for human error. It was pretty obvious we needed something much, much smarter. And that smarter solution, well, you guessed it, it's artificial intelligence. AI was literally built to tackle all those problems we just talked about. It's what allows us to move from having a simple tool to having a real, active, strategic partner helping us manage reservations. So what are we really talking about when we say AI and hospitality? It's pretty simple, actually. We're talking about computer systems that can do things that normally take a human brain. Things like learning from what's happened before, spotting patterns, and helping us make smarter decisions. But here's the key takeaway, and I really want you to hear this. AI is here to support us, to enhance our skills. It is not here to replace us. And this secret sauce, the engine that makes all this intelligence possible, it's a little thing called machine learning. That's what gives the AI its power to learn and adapt. So how does this machine learning engine actually work? Well, it's a cycle. First, the system just digests tons of historical data. We're talking every booking, every cancellation, every guest profile. Then it starts connecting the dots, identifying patterns and trends. From there, it can start to predict what's going to happen next, like future demand. And here's the coolest part. It's a loop. With every single new piece of data that comes in, it refines its predictions. It's always getting smarter. Okay, so this whole learning cycle thing, it's what gives hotels a massive strategic advantage. It lets us completely flip the script. We're no longer just sitting back and reacting to bookings. We can actually get out ahead of things, be proactive, and start shaping demand to get the results we want. And those advantages, they really boil down to 4 huge benefits. We're talking about being proactive and predictive, about seriously improving the accuracy of our bookings, getting way better at analyzing guest data, and, maybe most importantly, getting real, data-backed support when we have to make those big decisions.
Let me give you a concrete example of this in action. Let's say all of a sudden you get this weird spike in bookings from a single channel. An old system, it wouldn't even blink. It would just keep taking the bookings. But an AI-driven system, it flags that immediately. It says, hey, something's not right here. That allows you to jump in and check for a system error before it turns into a massive overbooking problem and a lot of very unhappy guests.
And what about making things personal for our guests? This is where AI really shines. It creates what we call a dynamic guest profile. It's not just looking at where they stayed last time. No way. It pulls together everything. Their booking habits, past stays, what they've told us they like, even their emails, and combines it with market trends to create this rich, complete picture of who they are. This is how we get beyond generic service and deliver truly personal experiences. And listen, this isn't some abstract idea for the future. This is happening right now in the real world. The biggest names in our industry, platforms you'll definitely be working with, like Amadeus, Oracle Opera Cloud, and Sabre, they are all building AI right into their systems. It's helping them analyze demand, control overbooking, manage distribution. This is the new standard, period. So this all leads to a really important question, probably the most important one we'll talk about today. Where do you fit in? With all this amazing tech, what's your role? And the answer is fantastic. You become more strategic, more valuable, more essential than you've ever been. I want you to really let this quote sink in, because it's true. AI is incredible at spotting patterns and giving us insights from data. But it's a tool. It's your judgment, your experience, your human touch that takes those insights and turns them into a strategy, into a truly exceptional guest experience. So what will you actually be doing in an AI-powered hotel? Well, you're the pilot, not the passenger. You're the one setting the strategic goals for the AI. You'll be the one reviewing its recommendations and making the final call. You'll make sure everything the technology does still fits with your hotel's brand. And the best part? It frees you up from all that boring manual data work so you can focus on what really matters, creating incredible, high-value experiences for your guests. And that's the crucial shift for your career. It's about moving from thinking operationally, just about the day-to-day tasks, to thinking strategically. When you learn how to work with these tools, you become a data-informed manager, a true leader. Honestly, this is the skill set that is going to define the next generation of leaders in our industry. So, as we close out, I want to leave you with a big question to carry with you. How are you going to use this technology to design the future of hospitality? Because the tools are here, and they're only getting more powerful. The possibilities are, quite literally, endless. The future of this industry is yours to create. Thank you so much for your time. I truly can't wait to see what you all achieve.